besties, welcome to Plot Twists and Punchlines, the podcast where we bring you laughs, comfort, and questionable takes.
I'm Steph.
And I'm Mel.
Two best friends here to distract you from the world and talk about life, books, and everything in between.
So grab your blanket, your drink, and your emotional support book boyfriend.
And let's get into today's episode.
Hello.
Hi.
We have once again restarted the podcast because we messed up. We did kind of mess up. My phone ran out of storage again because I forgot to delete last week's video out of my deleted. So
we really need to get like a camera.
We really, really do. So
something that's not the phone.
So subscribe to our Patreon.
Yeah. So subscribe to our Patreon,
please.
But yeah, so normally this episode would be a book review. We're skipping that because,
well, personal reasons.
Personal reasons.
For personal reasons.
So we're just gonna.
We did finish the book.
Mm-hmm.
We sure did. So we're gonna skip this book review and we're gonna move on to a new book.
Yes.
Next month we are going to be reviewing "Then She Was Gone" by Lisa Jewell, and we are very excited about this one.
Yeah.
But
I was excited about "Sometimes I Lie."
Yes, we were excited about "Sometimes I Lie," and then we finished it.
It was very confusing. I'm not gonna lie to you. I liked it until I showed up at her house this morning and she explained to me what happened, and I was like, "That's not true." And then we had to Google it, and then it was true, and I was like, "Oh, now I don't like it."
It was, if you like very plot twisty, surprising, you don't know what's going on throughout the entire book, this is the book for you.
And I mean, like, you don't know what's going on even when you read the last page.
I
still don't know what's happening.
I knew what was happening, but I like I like to understand what's happening through the entire book, not me sitting here and we have to Google what actually happened at the end. So
there has to be some sort of minimal understanding. So anyway, we're not going to review it, but go read it if you want.
Yeah, it was so anyways.
So part 2 of Scientists, Aliens, Conspiracies.
Yes.
I'm excited.
I am too.
People liked listening last time, so.
Yeah, you said that there was some feedback.
Yes. So it was mostly just people giving their theories.
Okay.
So one of my friends said, "Are these people even real? Like, are they from Earth?" Because I actually just watched a video this morning of an interview with a scientist, and then like I don't know what her name is in real life or really from the show, but she's the really smart one from Big Bang Theory. So she was interviewing someone and they were talking about how we were going to be introduced aliens, like extraterrestrials.
I saw a clip of that I don't like that girl, so I don't she's a huge Zionist.
Oh,
yeah.
I did not know that.
Yep.
Okay.
So I didn't watch the interview, but I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah. And he was like, it's going to be like, you know, in stages. You can't just drop it all at once because everyone will freak out. So he was talking about how the first stages are going to be like, oh, we're going to see sightings and it's going to be reported every day. And then we're going to be introduced to extraterrestrials that look like us. So that we're not like, so that we can just
That's kind of what I was saying last week. That like, I've always believed that they're like slowly introducing us to the fact. And the reason that they're doing it like so like back to back now is because it's gonna happen.
Yeah,
soon.
he said 2027 we're gonna be immersed in that. So I don't know, but that kind of goes along with the theory that were these scientists even of this Earth. Yeah
Cool.
So and then the other ones were just like, you know, there's actual proof that some of these people were struggling with mental health and their family has come out and said, you know, they don't appreciate it being tied to things that aren't real. So
who's tying it to like what not real things are they talking about?
Like things that aren't happening. So basically they don't like that the tragedy that happened to their family member is being tied to conspiracy theories and things that like may or may not be real, but the mental health was very real. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
So just theories, but overall, even the people who didn't necessarily agree with the conspiracy still enjoyed listening to it. So it's not like anyone was like, this is stupid. Everyone was like, this is interesting. Let me tell you my thoughts.
If even if you thought it was stupid, I never said it was smart.
What's your famous line? I'm just
a dumb bitch who says things.
Yep.
Take it or leave it. I leave it most of the time anyways.
Yep.
All right. So, for those who didn't listen to last week's episode, go listen to that and come back. And if you don't want to, you will be a little lost. But the main takeaways of last week is that there are 15 scientists who have gone missing or died. 2 of those have been ruled a suicide, although those same 2 have said before their suicides that they weren't suicidal and that someone was after them. The other scientists have all been either studying zero gravity, nuclear energy, or aerospace.
Jet propulsion, right? Like jet fuel propulsion,
yeah. Which is why they're all kind of connected to each other and why people are investigating it, including like the DOJ, the DOD, NASA is trying to find the connection to see if something is going on with them. Like it's not just a conspiracy theory. It's something that is like actively being researched by the government and like something that even Trump has commented on. So last week we connected it to this part is not being investigated. This was the dumb bitch part. Yeah. Last week I connected it to alien. Just say that after.
Yeah, saying it out loud.
Sorry.
After.
So last week I connected it to the alien interview from 1994.
Yes.
And I read little excerpts.
I heard the word until you kept talking. I knew what the word was, and then I kept listening to you trying to do it, and I lost it now.
I read a transcript.
Excerpts.
I promise I will get more serious in a second. So I read transcripts from the interview with the alien. We said last week that I didn't actually believe it was real.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I read transcripts of it, and I will start this week off by reading a different set of transcripts from it. This is a little bit after what I read last week. Yeah, so let's just dive in.
Get into it.
All right. So the agent asked the alien sitting at the table, "So why do we destroy ourselves with nuclear war?" The alien says, "Dogma." Agent, "Can you be more specific?" The alien, "Political and religious dogma. It is the root of all major conflict of your species. In your next century, access to weaponry of mass destruction by states that are ruled by dogma will destroy your species." So what exactly is dogma?
Yeah.
I also might be pronouncing that wrong. My bad. The only time I've ever heard that word is from an alien, so forgive me. So dogma is a principle, belief, or set of beliefs laid down by authority, such as churches, organization, or government, as undeniably true or authoritative. It represents established core doctrine that are accepted without question, often in religious, political, or scientific contexts. And I got that definition from Webster.com. So that must be real.
Yep. So it's literally just bred from, I mean, essentially like a cult, just believing that this is the one true truth.
Yeah.
And nothing else could be.
It could be from like cults. It could be from religion. Like your religion is the only religion. It is correct. So basically the alien is saying that we are going to destroy ourselves based off of our beliefs and our loyalty to that belief.
To just one belief. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And what states right now, or countries right now, are filled with dogma that have mass weapons of destruction?
I mean, the United States.
And Israel.
Yeah,
Yes. Yeah. And what dogma do they have? Zionism and MAGA. And I think right now those are kind of a little hand in hand.
Unfortunately, yeah.
So, have you ever heard of Chris Blesdo?
No.
So, in 2007, he claimed that he was abducted by aliens.
I think that I have heard about this. You're gonna go into the story of it.
Yeah. Well, not the story of him being abducted.
Right. Just like things from it. Yeah.
So he claims that this being that he calls the lady gave him information about us in the future.
Okay.
He said that in the year of 2026, which newsflash, that's this year that we're in right now.
Oh my gosh.
There would be an Israeli-Iranian conflict.
Stop. Okay.
No, I will not. And after the conflict starts, the star Regulus will align with the Sphinx. And he claims that he told the Pentagon about this, and they put the alignment that he was saying that the lady told him about. And it was shown that Regulus is actually set to be aligned with the Sphinx in April of 2026.
I swear.
And the star, which Regulus is a blue-white star, is going to glow red when it aligns. And that is going to bring orbs coming out of the water to bring changes to the human consciousness and mark a shift to new knowledge. Now, I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking.
Try not to laugh. Because I do believe in, planetary alignment and star alignment and how that affects our consciousness here on Earth. I do believe in that. But, hearing that sounds a little crazy.
And you're also thinking, no, isn't it already May? Didn't April already happen?
Yes.
Did the star glow green? Did it align?
Oh, yeah. Did it happen?
No, it did not
happen. Okay.
But Chris did put out on his socials that his astronomer friend that gave him the April 2026 date was miscalculated, so he was wrong, and that it's actually supposed to happen on October 7th of 2026.
Okay, from April to October, that's a big miscalculation in my mind.
So, no, the star didn't align in April. No orbs were seen in April, nothing like that. But you know what did happen at the end of April? 18 earthquakes near Area 51 came in less than 48 hours.
18? That must not be normal.
They are not prone to earthquakes. They
Really?
haven't had earthquakes in years.
Interesting. Okay.
And not only are these earthquakes not normal to that area, but they were 1 to 2 kilometers deeper than natural earthquakes.
What?
Yes. And one of them was actually so deep that they couldn't figure out the actual depth of that earthquake.
Wow. That's scary.
I just find it interesting that all of these scientists who were researching nuclear energy and zero gravity and aerospace are now missing and dead. And then all of a sudden, they're testing something with so much energy, it causes 18
earthquakes.
Deep earthquakes.
Yeah.
So obviously, they were started from underground.
Yeah.
So.
Or I mean, they could just be coming from a different part of the earth that we haven't explored yet, which is even scarier because that would be like literally the core. So like, is our planet?
I don't think they were that deep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they were just like 1 to 2 kilometers deeper than a normal earthquake. So it's like
right,
a layer below the
normal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because if it was that deep, then it would be a lot more than just that one
That's
tiny
true.
area.
And, yeah, you're right.
Not that it's tiny. You guys know what I'm saying.
Yes. Okay.
All
right, that is weird. That's interesting.
That is interesting. So speaking of nuclear power, guess what I learned recently?
Oh my god. What?
The Epstein Zero Ranch in New Mexico was built in the exact geometrical midpoint between two nuclear weapons labs in New Mexico.
Intentionally?
I mean, that would be pretty hard not to be intentional.
Yeah.
And do you know who built his ranch home?
No.
Bradbury Stem Construction, a commercial construction company who's often associated with building classified high security facilities at Kirkland Air Force Base and the Los Alamos National Laboratory.
Wow. So there's a lot going on there. First of all, why does this regular quote unquote guy get to have this like company build a place for him?
And this company is a commercial company. They don't do residence. So why are they building this guy's ranch house?
Right.
A private residence.
Right. And like super private. Like that's red flags.
And why is everything coming back to the Los Alamos National Laboratory, where a majority of the scientists studied? And the Los Alamos National Laboratory also just happens to be one of the two nuclear bases that the ranch is in between.
So, do you think that Epstein built this for like the government to use? And he was like, yeah, this is mine. And then he also like did a billion horrible things to women and children there.
Your guess is as good as mine. All of this is alleged. I mean, not this. That this is fact that they did actually build his ranch.
Everything that goes on in it is alleged.
Yeah.
Mostly.
If you don't believe survivors, which I do. Right. Also found at his ranch, it was shown that he used military. So, also at his ranch, it was found that he had been using military-grade private microwave communication links that was strong enough to effectively pick up information from both of these laboratories.
Why? Why did we let him have that? Was it him?
He was licensed to have it.
For what reason? Okay.
I didn't give him the license. I don't know.
I know. I'm just...
And it was shown that the microwave links were active and used after Epstein's reported death. But at least he doesn't own that Zora Ranch anymore.
Who owns it?
About it. The new owner of the Zora Ranch is now in the trusty hands of the former Texas State Senate and Trump's MAGA bestie, Don Hufades.
Oh my god.
Who is now running for state computer, which I don't really know what that means because I didn't care about him enough.
Yeah.
To research it.
Wow. What the heck? I don't understand. They had to have been using Epstein as a pawn at minimum, right? At minimum. I don't believe that he didn't know.
Epstein is a pawn. I mean, I think... Oh, this is going to go so far down a rabbit hole. Sorry, y'all. I think Epstein is a pawn for Israel. I think. Netanyahu, who's all over the Epstein files, by the way,
Yeah.
is using Epstein to be able to blackmail all of the government officials.
Mm-hmm.
And that is his way to have control over the UK and over America. Because did you know that Elaine, or Maxwell Ghislaine, who's like Epstein's helper, her father was friends with Epstein, and he is the one, or not friends with Epstein, he was friends with Netanyahu, and he is the one who owns Tim McGraw, Hill McGraw.
Not the country singer.
Not the country singer. The school books.
Yes.
So worse.
Yeah. Yes. Way worse.
Way worse. So he is the one who is pretty much in control of her education. Ghislaine Maxwell's dad. So Israel is pretty much in control of
our textbooks.
Awesome.
Okay, so all of that is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't understand. Where did Epstein even come from? Like
his mom.
Yeah. Right. But
sorry,
like, why,
I'm so sorry.
How did he get important? Like,
you know, I actually don't know the answer to that.
Like, why is he so important? And he was able to just like get access to it. Has to be generational, right?
Absolutely. Oh, you have my phone.
So like
BRB. We're back. We did some really quick research, so I'm sure there's so much more than what I'm about to say. But from what I read, he was a college dropout, but he became rich, not generationally, but because he managed billionaires' accounts and he scammed money from them. So then he generated wealth through his schemes and through his salary, because he was obviously paid very generously to handle people's money.
Yeah.
And he just accumulated wealth that way, and with wealth comes power. And then he met Ghislaine, who became his girlfriend, and then they started doing their things together, and it just like exploded from there. And then he was evil, and he would find evil billionaires, and he would blackmail them with what they did together, so then he would be able to get like more wealth and more power through the blackmail of other powerful people, until he just became who he was.
That's crazy.
I still think, and from what I've seen, a lot of people don't really know his background. It's like very murky. So I feel like he had to come up with his ideas from somewhere.
Yeah.
Like, he's not the first evil person. So where did he get the idea to do this? Because he was a college dropout. Like, he wasn't smart.
Yeah, but if he was managing accounts, I mean, there has to be some...
No, I mean the torture stuff.
Like, yeah.
He's not smart enough to build an underground bunker on an island. Like, where did he get those ideas from? That is what I want to know, and that is not what I could find in my 5 seconds of research, but I
mean, probably the billionaires.
Yeah, right? That's true.
Government. I mean, there's also...
But if there were billionaires doing that before, he wouldn't have needed to make his own island. Like, there would have already been... I mean, there is things like that, because, like, the Rutherford did things like that, too. I don't know. I just feel like... I'm not trying to take the blame off of him.
Yeah.
That's not what I'm trying to do at all.
No.
I just feel
but it had to have came from somewhere.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like,
outside of him. But when was the ranch constructed I wonder, in comparison to like...
I wonder if the ranch or Mar-a-Lago was first, because he has the spa in Mar-a-Lago that was also used for trafficking.
Yeah.
And he used the island and let's see which came first.
Yeah, because
we'll be back in a second.
Or you can keep talking. It just seems like that would be a little important, because if the ranch was first, I mean, we just talked about how he used that company that builds, professionally secret hideout homes, you know? So like,
Okay, so sorry not to cut you off.
oh, it's okay.
The main mansion at Zorro Ranch was completed in 1999.
Okay.
Let's see when Mar-a-Lago was.
Yeah.
So he purchased the Little St. James Island in 1998. So he was building Zorro Ranch at the same time he was trying to buy this island.
Mm-hmm.
So he had this entire thing planned.
Right. But there's no way it was just him.
I know.
And I don't know much about Ghislaine, but I don't know that I don't even know that two people are smart enough to come up with this whole plot, unless they were just taking over, a years and years and years long trafficking business, which is possible.
Okay, so Ghislaine and Epstein met in 1991. So they met before the islands. Right. I kind of thought, I didn't really do any research in his past, clearly. I kind of thought they met like after the islands, everything? And he just kind of like
roped her into it.
I didn't realize that she helped set it up.
Yeah.
Which I'm going to assume she did because she's also a piece of shit.
Right. Wow.
And their meeting was arranged by her dad.
Really?
Yeah.
Who is friends with Netanyahu.
Who is friends with Netanyahu and has strong ties to Israel. Just like Epstein does now. Or at least.
Yeah. That we know about.
All right. That is my segment, plus a little rabbit hole I didn't mean to take during my segment. I will try to cut some of that out. Sorry, you're going to have my laptop in front of my face while I do that.
I just had questions.
Yeah, and I had answers. Well, at least I tried to find answers.
Yeah. So the alien thing, 100%, I believe, is going to happen. I don't necessarily believe in every aspect of the conspiracy.
Yeah.
But 100% I believe that we're being set up to be prepared for interaction with extraterrestrials.
I've always thought that. I think it's weird that these scientists go missing who are studying extraterrestrial stuff, and then all of a sudden there's earthquakes on Area 51, who's known to hold UFOs and stuff, and then at the same time it's like happening at the same time that supposedly this alien said it was going to happen during an Israeli-Iran war, which he said in 2007 that this was going to happen. So it's just all of it happening at once is so crazy.
It's definitely a weird coincidence.
Something is going on.
Yes.
Something is going on. Is it aliens? I don't know. But something is happening that we don't know about. And I would like to know the answer.
Yeah. I would like to know also more about what you guys think.
Yes, please let us know.
Let us know. I think part of it really is just that our government is corrupt, and there has to be distraction upon distraction upon distraction to prevent us from talking about one thing for too long.
I mean, like, how crazy is it that Epstein's Island has has the ability to communicate with the laboratory that the scientists are going missing from?
The ranch, right? The ranch has the communications.
Not the island, sorry.
But still, I just don't understand. Yeah. I don't understand how this one man, even if he was, powerful associated with all of these billionaires, like, there had to have been something happening before, and they were like, hey, Epstein.
One man has his hands in literally everything.
Everything.
This one man.
It's crazy. Crazy. Well, I don't have anything about aliens to talk about, but
cool.
I have been seeing some interesting things on TikTok about, so we're trying to figure out how to grow meat in laboratories.
Okay.
So that I don't know. We don't have to kill the animals, I guess. I don't
I
really
like
fucking
that.
know.
I
But
like that.
um, these meat products, I've seen a couple videos now. Like this morning, I just watched one of this girl who bought like steak fillets,
Mm-hmm.
and some of them look normal, so they're kind of just being introduced into normal products,
Yeah.
like a phase out, like they always do. And this one fillet looked genuinely like Play-Doh. Like the color was off, the texture was wrong. You couldn't feel like the fat and the muscle in it. She was able to just stretch it out and flatten it with her
Ew.
hands.
I feel like it's a good idea in theory to be able
Mm-hmm.
to grow our own food in the laboratory, but I dislike our government doing it. I don't
Yeah.
trust what they put in our food.
Mm-mm.
And I also think that if they do that, it's going to be super expensive.
Yep.
And we're just going to be paying more to poison ourselves.
Yes.
I think it's a good idea in theory for like Switzerland or Norway.
Yeah,
not
somewhere
for
that doesn't have a
us.
Yeah. Yes. And then along the food line, I saw another TikTok this morning about a woman who had bought a loaf of bread. It was like a healthy bread.
Mm-hmm.
And she was about to like make sandwiches for her kids, and she found wood chips, like actual wood chips in the bread. And she thought at first that it was just like a grain because it had like seeds and grains and stuff in it that were whole. But no, it was like actual wood chips in the entire thing. And then someone in the comments said, "Uh-oh, do you know what they used as a filler in bread during the Great Depression? Sawdust."
Mm-hmm. I was gonna say some companies still use like sawdust and wood chips as preservatives, kind of.
Crazy.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think we should just all start a homestead and make our own food from scratch.
If I wasn't so damn lazy, I would. Like I keep telling you, I want to marry a farmer. I want somebody to do all of that for me. I don't want to take care. I want to be there and I'll feed the chickens and I'll get their eggs. But I don't want to clean the chickens. I don't want to clean the ducks. Ducks are messy. I'm not slaughtering any animals.
No.
No. I want to be a farmer's wife. And that is it.
Yeah, that's it. That's all
I'll take care of the horses and I'll take care of the chickens and they can do everything else. And I'll love the animals. I'll go and I'll pet them. I'll socialize them.
Right.
That's about all I'm doing. I'm not cleaning up crap. But I would love to be like a homestead wife without the work.
Okay.
And I know that's not possible, so I don't do it, okay?
Yeah, right.
It's not like I'm buying... It's the dream. It's not like I'm out there like trying to do it or buying land, taking like land away from other people who could do it. I'm like, I love that for you. If you want to bring me some chicken eggs, I would love you. But I do think if I buy a house, I will buy chickens. But that's about as far into my homestead dream as I'm going to take it unless I marry a farmer.
So Jason raised chickens before my time.
Ooh.
He had 35 chickens at one point.
Dang, that's too many chickens for me.
Yeah, it was too many for him too. He did not like it. He says now that after like raising chickens and seeing where eggs come from and how they come out, he really doesn't enjoy eggs anymore, which is true. I can attest. He never requests eggs. I mean, he'll eat them. Yeah, but it's not like, something that he's like, what sounds really great, eggs. Yeah.
You know what I want? Nothing comes out of a chicken vagina.
Yeah. No. Yeah. So I couldn't do it. I don't. Yeah. I know that about myself. I will like bake homemade bread, and I'll make meals from scratch, but I'm not.
I make meals from scratch. I'm not making homemade bread though. I know it's easy. Okay, guys, I know it is easy, but it's not as easy as opening a bag and grabbing a loaf.
This is true. And also your kitchen is low-key small.
My kitchen is tiny. So, I can't be in there homesteading.
Yeah. Yeah. A homestead is not going to work well in the apartment kitchen.
Yes. When I buy my own house, we'll see. Yeah. Maybe I'll feel like less. Plus, when I'm in my kitchen, it's not just me in my kitchen. I also have a child who literally can't be more than an arm's length away from me. So
Mm.
maybe when I'm in a bigger kitchen, I'll feel more able to do things.
Yeah.
I can cook more than one thing I want. Like if I have to chop something, I have to chop and then clean it so I can use that kitchen area to prepare the food.
Right.
It's small.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe I'll be a butter churner, bread maker when
There
I
you
have
go.
a bigger kitchen.
Yeah. Making your own butter is actually really easy. I've done it.
Yeah, all you do is shake
It takes a lot.
half and half heavy whipping cream. Whatever it is.
It's a lot of arm work.
Yeah.
That's what. Another thing that I wanted to talk about, because we talk about heavy things sometimes and it's fun, but I also like good news. And also when I read these last week, I cried, and that might have something to do with the time of the month that it is, but I also thought that it was really sweet. So this is good news from around the world that nobody talks about. So Australia could become the first nation in the world to eliminate cervical cancer.
Oh, that's amazing.
I know. I don't know how. I didn't do any research into how they're doing it, but just the fact that they're focusing on eliminating it, because it is way more prominent than I think we talk about.
Yeah.
Especially in younger women.
I am at a very elevated risk for it because of my issues.
Yeah. Pandas are no longer at risk of extinction.
Oh, yay, go pandas.
Yeah. Portugal is preparing to unveil Europe's first large sanctuary dedicated to rescuing elephants from circuses and zoos. So that'll be good. Green sea turtle is no longer considered an endangered species. That's good. The Netherlands is closing prisons due to falling crime rates, resulting in over 20 jail closures since 2009.
I love that so much. And I have been saying for years that we need to get rid of our prison system and start using European ones.
Listen, there's so not many things in the United States that need reform.
Yeah, how about ending our slavery in the United States so that we can actually fix the problems that we have over here?
Yeah.
Did you know that constitutionally our prison system is considered modern day slavery?
Really?
Yeah. And it's constitutionally legal for it to be slavery.
I did not know that. I'll have to look into that. That's crazy. The prison system is something that I can't even begin to, we could do a whole episode on the prison system because...
Oh, 100%. I have things to say about the way we treat our prisoners. Not saying that they should be, treated nice. They're
Absolutely.
prisoners. They deserve punishment, but we can't treat them like shit and then release them to the public thinking they're going to be better.
Absolutely. There has to be correction.
That's why we have a huge rate of reoffenses in the United States, because we treat them like shit. We don't give them any opportunity to change. We send them out, and then we treat felons like shit. We don't give them jobs. We don't give them opportunities. So they have to go back to crime, and then they go back to jail, and it's just like a vicious cycle
that people can't get out of. And who is disproportionately affected by these cycles? People of color.
Yep. Mostly black men.
Yes. So.
Yeah, I am very against the U.S. prison system.
So Norway has done the unthinkable, becoming the first country in the world to achieve near zero deforestation rates.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. That is amazing.
Because you know what forests give us? Oxygen.
Did you know what the United States is doing? Cutting their funding.
Canada passed a law that prohibits keeping large gray apes and elephants in captivity.
Nice.
And then the last one is some Dutch engineers built a 600-meter long vacuum cleaner to collect plastic from oceans and aid marine life restoration.
See?
I know.
Notice what countries aren't there on this list of doing great things.
It's just so disappointing. It's so disappointing, right?
Yeah.
I don't care how you feel politically. It is so disappointing to not be on the list of countries who are doing something to actively help the world.
Yeah.
Or not even just the world, like our own forests, our own
people,
our own Great Lakes. Why don't we care?
Because it doesn't make us money.
I don't understand. Don't understand it.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. I'm just not too happy with our government after the Supreme Court ruling Did you hear about that?
Is it the voting rights?
Yeah.
I don't know a lot about it.
So basically what they did, so back during the Civil War area, we so the way that voting works is each district has one representative.
Mm-hmm.
A long time ago in the civil rights era, they used to draw the district lines so that in the South and the more minority and black populated areas, they would draw the districts so that every district would have a majority of white people in it, so that the black voters didn't really
get
kind of
suppressed
a voice. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So during the Jim Crow times, they were like, that's racist. You can't do that. You have to make the districts representative of the people who actually live there.
Yeah.
They just abolished that ruling. So now they can draw the districts any way they want. So it pretty much goes back to voter suppression. And they did that because just recently in Louisiana is 1/3 black people. So every 3 people, one of them is going to be black. So there's a lot of black people there. They redrew the district lines. And I think I don't have the numbers in front of me, so I'm so sorry if I have this wrong. But I think they had like 4 districts or 5 districts, and like 2 of them or 3 of them were fully white, like white prominent. So the black people sued and they were like, you can't do that. Like, this is discriminatory. Our voices aren't being heard.
Yeah.
And they won. So then they did the election. They voted in a black senator or congressman, something like that. And then the white people sued and were like, you can't draw lines based off of race, which is what the white people did in the first place.
Yeah.
So then the Congress was like, okay, white people win, redrew the Congress lines, and then did this.
Right.
So for the people saying that this isn't racially, it's literally racially motivated. Like, they are doing this because the black people won something in Louisiana.
I've also heard, like, from the opposite side, like, because they were able to draw these lines now, people are upset because there was, and this goes just from, like, Democrat to Republican, but Republicans were upset because they said they could redraw the lines, and so Democrats did, and then they won. And so people are pissed about that too. And it's like, okay, so this really isn't about fairness. It's about, how can I make this so that I win?
Yeah. And I've seen a lot of people out there saying that they don't think that they're going to vote, like, that this is like gerrymandering, that they're not going to vote, that they're going to protest.
No.
And you grew up hearing that, like, not every vote counts, that, like, you don't really need to vote because it's not that important, that, like, my one vote doesn't really mean anything.
It's so
important. Look how hard they try to get every single vote they can.
Yeah.
It's because it does matter.
It does matter.
So please go. Please
vote.
Vote.
Please
vote the right way. Not telling you how to vote, but please do your research, understand what's actually happening.
Make an informed opinion. And if that opinion is different than mine, that's fine.
That's fine. Just make sure it is actually informed and not by Fox News, because they are biased, and they have come out and said that they are biased. They have come out saying that they're entertainment, not actual news.
It's so funny. So have you seen any of Fox News? Like, they are turning on Donald Trump.
I don't watch them, so I don't know.
No. And I don't watch them either, but I've seen TikTok clips of like news reporters being like, this is fucking ridiculous.
That's how you know
it's
it's
so
bad.
Funny to me. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, voting is important. It's important to exercise your right, especially if you're a woman. We fought so hard. Not we, women before us fought so hard to get voting rights.
Also, you know what pisses me off?
What? Tell me.
These anti-feminist women. I hate all of you guys. And I say that with my chest. I do. I hate you guys. I truly do. You're sitting here in your pants on the internet speaking your opinion, not through your husband, but through your own fucking stupid mouth, talking about how you hate feminism. If you really hate feminism, shut the fuck up. Let your pastor speak for you. Get in your dress. Stop working. Stop driving. Stop voting. Stop paying your bills. Stop having money. Stop having your own bank account. Stop having your own credit card. Wow. You're allowed to divorce your husband. Be thankful for that.
Period.
I wish I could divorce you guys.
So I think part of... I agree. I agree. You know how there are radicals for every group, right? So there's radical Democrats, there's radical Republicans, there's radical LGBTQ, there's radical feminists.
Yeah.
Those groups of people are truly what ruins us, like, as a society. Those groups of people are the ones who are, like, giving everyone else a bad name, and unfortunately, not many of us don't have the foresight and the ability to think beyond. You know, we only think by what we see.
Yeah.
So it's half our fault and half their fault too. But like the feminists who are so feminist that they can't even see the value of men anywhere. That's crazy to me. And I know we probably have differing opinions on that a little bit, but
I mean, I believe everyone is equal, whether you're a man, whether you're a woman.
Yeah.
Everybody's important in their own way. We are biologically different for reasons. Like men are biologically stronger. They're biologically more powerful, and I know that. I'm not like I'm a feminist.
Yeah.
But I don't believe that men are useless.
And that's my point, is that like people, I 100% believe females should be able to do anything that men can do. That's feminism, right? Believing 100%. That everyone is equal. Feminism is not tearing men down. It is not saying, oh, you're useless, you're worthless. That's not feminism. That's extreme feminism to me.
I agree. But I also understand why women do that.
I was just going to say, I also understand the point of view, because I think most of those radical feminism, quote unquote, I mean, come from a place of trauma, right?
And fear.
And
they see how many men think the same way of us. And I think there are a lot more men who have this viewpoint, but when women have it, we're viewed as radical, we're viewed as feminist, we're viewed as crazy. But when men have these viewpoints, they're just like, they're red pill, you know, they're incels, they'll grow out of it. They just need to find the right woman to change them. Yeah. So I dislike that we're categorized like radical feminists when people when they just have the same viewpoint as a majority of just normal men.
That's a good point. That's how
I feel. And then the women who are going against that by like praising the men for having those same viewpoints is just insane to me. Like, look at your hypocrisy.
I just don't understand why we have to be so separate. You know, just as a society,
designed that way.
Absolutely, it's designed to make us separate, because most of the people, and I live in a very small bubble comparatively, right, to the world. Yeah, we all live in a very small bubble, but most of the people that I've come in contact with, and I have worked all of my life in public service, so I've met so many different people, so many different beliefs, so many different, okay, I'm just going to keep my mouth shut, and so many different, you know what, that's a really good point. Yeah. At the end of the day, there's not a whole lot of difference between us. Yep. We all want the same collective goal, I believe, for the majority.
I will disagree with that. Okay. I think there are some, I'm just going to take me.
Sure.
and Donald Trump. I want what's best for the majority.
Mm-hmm.
If something is going to benefit the majority and not benefit me,
mm-hmm.
I would still pick what's going to benefit the majority.
Yes.
This whole the Supreme Court ruling where they're changing the lines, like, that does not affect me one bit.
Yeah.
Not one iota. I am privileged. I live in an area where I have the right to vote. The SAVE Act does not affect me.
Mm-hmm.
I have had my last name. I've never changed it. I have my citizenship. That doesn't affect me one iota. I'm still angry about it because of the people it does affect.
Yeah.
Whereas people like Donald Trump and people who support Donald Trump don't give a damn. If it doesn't affect them, they don't care.
Mm-hmm.
They are selfish and they only care about themselves rather than the people who care about the majority. So I wouldn't say me and someone like that are the same because we have different goals.
Mm-hmm.
My goal is to help people. Their goal is to help themselves.
Yes.
So
I understand. Yes. And I am not naive enough to think that that's not true. Right. I 100% believe that. But I just think that at the core, there are very similar goals that are just, we have very different ideas of how to fix it. And that's where the problems come in, because then you have to talk about morals and, what's right and wrong, and everything is right and wrong to different people, even though not really. There's definitely right and there's definitely wrong.
There's definitely right and wrong, but we don't agree on those right and wrongs.
Right.
And that is like pretty much the basis of everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like, whereas just something as simple as abortion, I don't think it's wrong. People think it's murder.
Mm-hmm.
Pedophilia, I think that
wrong.
is very wrong. Where unfortunately some people don't.
Yeah.
So I'm like, things that seem so obvious,
common sense,
are not.
Yeah.
Sexual assault, I think that is horrible. I think that is wrong. There's people who think it happens.
Yeah.
So it's not as simple as things are right or wrong and we have to figure out how to get there, because our ideas of right and wrong are very different than theirs.
Mm-hmm.
And like, they for some reason we can't see why their right and wrong is their right and wrong, and they can't see why ours is this way.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is why it's important to have all different points of views in office, so that everyone's point of view is heard.
Mm-hmm. And not only heard, but we have to listen to it. Yeah. We have to listen when people say, hey, this is affecting my community.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So that is what I think. I did not mean to go down this whole political thing.
Yeah, I didn't really mean to either. It just kind of happened with all of the stuff, all the good stuff that's going on in the rest of the world, and then feeling just disappointed that we aren't part of it.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. Because we have so much good land. We are so,
we have potential.
Genuinely blessed with the land that we have. Just the land. I'm not talking people. I'm not talking politics. I'm not talking anything. Just like the oceans and the Great Lakes and the mountains that we have in the United States, and just all of the potential that we have with the land that we have is so disappointing that we're not treating it properly.
Yeah.
Another good thing that I saw on Instagram is that there are, I think it was either in China or Japan, but they have developed plastic that dissolves in seawater.
Ooh, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's important.
That is important, because let's be real, we're not going to stop plastic from entering the water. It's just, we could, but we're not going to.
Enough, or if we tried at all.
Yeah. But it's just not going to happen. So,
no, unfortunately not.
Yeah.
But that's good. We have some good local news.
Yeah.
Kind of ish.
Okay.
Our petting zoo in South Lyon.
Yeah.
They just had a baby sloth.
Oh.
It's 5 months old.
That's so fun.
Yeah, for $10 we can go pet it.
Let's go. Why are we still here? $10.
Bye, guys.
That's like nothing. Yeah, see ya.
We can actually go after we're done recording. Is it supposed to rain today? Because it's a petting zoo.
I don't think so. It's sunny out.
Yeah, that doesn't mean shit in
That's
Michigan.
true. That's true.
That doesn't mean shit in Michigan.
That's true.
So we're gonna go pet sloths.
Yeah. I hope you enjoyed this episode. It's a little deranged, a little,
Yeah, basically what happened was last night, Stephanie texted me. She was like, hey, I don't have a segment this week. You got this. I know you're going to talk. I cut down my segment because I cut down my segment because I thought I was only talking for half of it. So she got here
weird.
And I was like, look, man, I'll do what I can, but...
Okay, in, hindsight is 2020, right? So, in hindsight, I probably should have told you on Wednesday that I was anticipating just you talking, because I totally could have come up with more to talk about. But I genuinely, based off how last week ended, I genuinely thought I wasn't going to get to anything that I had to say.
Yeah, I saw how much I talked last week, so I cut mine down. So we both, yeah. So
The tangent half of the episode is...
We basically just started talking about the first things that came to our mind, and this is what was on the news this week, so this is what we talked about. So, our bad. That was literally not planned. But just so you know, nothing we said was actually researched or planned.
Yeah.
So,
we're shocked?
Just dumb bitches with microphones. If anything we said was wrong, it's because we just sat here and talked about it, and my phone is right there, so I did no research. And my laptop is over there now because after my segment was done, I shut it and moved it.
Yep.
So this was just us talking out of our asses.
Yeah.
Based on fact that I've seen in the news, but
Right.
that's pretty much it.
Right.
Yep. And that is all for today's episode. Oh, do we want to do beef of the week? Or I feel like we just
I feel like we did
week.
beef of the life.
Yeah. Because my beef of the week was from last week. Yeah, and that's just depressing, my beef of the weeks. And I feel like we've already depressed you guys enough.
Yeah.
So
No beef of the week. Go find something good. Go find something that makes you smile.
go to your
Pet a
petting
sloth.
zoo and go pet. I was literally going to say and go pet a sloth because that's what we're literally about to go do.
Genuinely.
$10 to pet a sloth, y'all. We can't beat that. I was going to say go meet us there, but this episode comes out.
We won't be there.
We will not. Honestly, 5-month-old sloth, we might still be there.
Maybe. We'll see. I'm gonna drain my bank account.
It's only $10 a ticket, so we could just hide.
That's true.
We could hide in the sloth house.
We could.
Just joking. I literally have nothing. Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's all for today's episodes of Plot Twist and Punchlines. Follow our TikTok at plot twist _punchlines pod and on Insta at plot twist _punchlines _podcast. Steph, tell them where they can find you.
You can find me on Instagram at StephSmilesXX or on TikTok at Vessel VESSIIL. What about you?
You can find me on My Love Time. It's like Hell of a Time, but with Mel and only one else. I also tagged both of our usernames on our TikTok profile, so you could just go there and click us and follow us from there.
Mm-hmm. I don't have any videos. Prepare to be bored.
I only have writing videos, so prepare to be bored. I have writing and Dorian videos, I think.
Yeah.
And one Rowan video. Anyways.
Anyway. If this made you laugh, feel seen, or just forget the world for a minute, we're so glad you're here. Your support means the world to us. If you want to support us by more than just listening, you can follow our Patreon and become part of our inner circle. Choose from 2 different monthly donations, each with their own perks.
Please don't forget to follow, rate, and review because it really helps us out.
And share this with a friend who needs a laugh or a break too.
Come back for more laughs, hot takes, and monthly book talk, book chaos.
Bye.